I need some help. I need some new blood on the website. I need some new members to come in and watch all these phonies that I've busted. It's $10 a month. What is that, like 11 cents a day or something? Maybe even 6 cents a day, I think. And it's worth every penny of it. If you join the website and write up there that you're helping the Blue Jay Rescue Fund, I'm going to send you Get to the Choppa t-shirt autographed.
Jay, what a mess.
I made a bad joke about the Get to the Choppa Arnold Schwarzenegger autograph series for the Blue Jay Rescue Fund. Jay really doesn't eat that much to be rescued, and it was one of my jokes. So quit joining the website expecting an autographed Get to the Choppa t-shirt. Instead, we have steak knives. We're going to give out steak knives. It's a joke. I made a joke. But Get to the Choppa.
Have you ever seen people that make excuses for why they do things? Well,
You are a teetotaler.
I haven't had a drink. This is going on my 4th week. And tomorrow's Wednesday. I just have to make it till Saturday. And that will make 4 whole weeks without a drink. So, you know, when you are cold stone sober and you're sitting around looking at somebody that just acts foolish because they haven't stopped drinking.
It takes a lot of booze for me to start acting
It's
foolish. I
shit.
tell you that.
It ain't.
She is so,
Oh my God.
She is just on me.
No.
And it's bullshit.
So I said, why don't we just move the drinking lamp back a little bit? You know, like we won't start drinking till 6, 7, something like that. And then I think that'll be healthy option for you, healthy option for me. And he said, okay. Well, I noticed that he is having a drink. And I know it never got just the word drink out of my mouth. And he said, hey, I was working on a video.
It's 5:30.
It's not 5:30, it's 3:30. And he said to hell with the video. He's aggravated, he's having trouble getting it together. And a big old black snake was out there around Jay.
Oh,
So,
God. I don't know how many times I've gone out that door to look and see if that snake was there. Warrior gooned it up, trying to kill it. Jay landed right next to it. Digging around, I didn't even see it until I saw it.
well, last night,
Ugh.
we were sitting out there by the fire pit, without the fire, and he was landing on our shoulder, and we were giving him treats, and we were talking to him, and everything was fine, and then that little son of a bitch disappeared. And he stayed disappeared. So Don kept going back every 5 or 10 minutes. He never said anything, but I knew what he was doing. And then he goes back out there last night, and he is in his greenhouse. He's done it 2 or 3 times now. He just gallivants all over Barnack Road, does his thing, and when he's ready for bed, that's just his home. He comes back and he gets in his bed, and I just love it.
He's got one suspended plant that he really likes. It's not overgrown or anything. He's got a perfect clear view, nice and soft. And there he is. So we have taken to restricting his feeding to overfeeding him.
He's not on house arrest or nothing.
What we were doing was just not giving him so much that he wouldn't need it and take off, and then he would just take off. So now we're porking him up in hopes that he just doesn't take off, but he takes off. So nothing.
I had been in the
cheese.
I'd been in the swimming pool with the dogs day before yesterday, and I had a couple of towels that were wet, and I just happened to be out there hanging the towels on a hook in the mudroom. And he landed on that screen, and his mouth, he went, it was 100 degrees. That bird's mouth was open. I thought he was going to have a damn heart attack. So I met him in the greenhouse, and I had my thing of worms. He ate 4 worms or something, and then I went and got him watermelons and cherries, and he ate everything he'd get his hands on. But I think he was so thankful that he made it home so that he could have everything he needs.
It's hot. That's what he does.
But he holds his mouth open. It's pretty funny.
So with Jay, I don't know how it goes like that. I was just being
Being a funny.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I was just being funny Don Shipley, and I made that video about Jay, and I mentioned the Blue Jay Rescue Fund, which is completely made up. It's not necessary. I mean, he eats like a bird. There's no need for contributions down here to him. And I pointed at the shirt that my nephew got for me, the Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper, and said, I'll send you an autographed copy of this or shirt of this for donating to the Blue Jay Rescue Fund. And then I made a face at the end, like, I always do. But boy, there's some hostile people out there.
They want their T-shirt.
They want that damn T-shirt, and I don't. It's a Schwarzenegger T-shirt,
Oh,
So
Lord.
I'm sorry.
So people have been asking about Warrior's stinky problem.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
Patricia, bless her heart, she's Johnny on the spot. She sent us some grapefruit seed peels, and they fit just the little capsules, and they stick just exactly perfect in a little Vienna sausage. So he's been getting a grapefruit seed peel every day, and we got on the internet and looked, and they said don't worry about bathing him, because that's the problem, is he's too wet. He hasn't got dried out good. So Don's been drying him off with a big beach towel when he comes out of the pool, and combing him really good, and then putting baking powder, the baking soda, rubbing it in real good, and that baking soda like absorbs that water. And I don't know if it's Patricia's pills or the baking soda or a combination, but something's working. He don't smell as bad as he did. So that's good. And then she re-upped us on the probiotics, because he's been taking those that she also sent. And we really appreciate it. You look after my animals for me.
Sadly, Warrior, just hours before the stink ended, we had to have a DirecTV guy over here to fix the DirecTV. And I had been keeping him. Warrior stunk. It's this moldy, cheesy smell.
It's a bad smell.
It's bad. And you shampooing him was exactly the wrong thing to do. You're taking the oils away from his skin. We didn't know that. We're trying to figure it out. So the last day of Warrior stink, before we found the baking soda thing that completely took it away, their DirecTV guy is in here in the stink. And I'm just like, oh my God, that dog smells so
Don
bad.
said,
It's
light
like,
some candles. Light some.
oh yeah, like we live with this, and we don't. But that's what you're thinking. You're down on this beautiful property, and there's that stinking ass dog, and to add insult to injury, he looks at me and he goes, I know you. You're that.
Don Shipley.
I was like, oh my God.
Standing
no
in the
way.
middle of our bedroom.
Oh God.
Don comes out of the bathroom, and you're in the middle of the bedroom, and he says, Don Shipley. And there's Warrior's stinking ass dog bed that he sleeps on every time.
I'd have just been happy if you hadn't have known me, because you'd have just gone, yeah, it was just at some really nice house today with these people, and their dogs smelled, the whole house stunk. No, you have to recognize me.
That's pretty funny.
Oh. So I've been working on a Phony seal. This guy, me and him go way back. And somebody asked me about Sir Bass. And I'll tell the story about Steph Bass. Remember Steph? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was at our son's wedding. He sat all at our table. You know, he's quite something. The only seal knighted by the Queen. And we'll get that up. But I was looking for a phony. And I'm doing it again today. I'm really good on cruise books. But aircraft carriers really suck.
Well, they're huge.
Yes.
And the crew is massive.
But I'm still really good at it because I know what you got out as. So you go to cruise books and you go, if they had them. And there's 3 jobs in the Navy enlisted, guys. You're an airman, a fireman, or a seaman. An airman works the aircraft mechanics, the structural engineers on that. They load ordnance on aircraft. They're an aviation rate called airmen. And then you have firemen in the Navy, which are boiler techs, machinist mates, electricians. It's the fireman rating. And then the seaman rating is gunner's mates, cooks, bosun mates, things like that. If I know what you are, I can narrow that shit down. But when you're discharged and it doesn't say, I'm forced to go through every picture on an aircraft carrier, and I was doing it a couple of days ago. I'm still pursuing this stuff. And I took a look at a picture on there. You know, I'm just going by names, but something caught me. It's that Rain Man thing that I'm famous for. You know, Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, I got that shit written all over, and I just looked at a picture and I was like, oh my, guess who that is? I wasn't even looking for him. It's that Bodecker guy that I did the Phony Seal of the Week video of, and that's him right there, Jim Bodecker. He wrote that bullshit book, and he's hiding in Thailand. And I just recognized the picture of him. I've never got it for the actual Phony Seal video. I'm just carousing on an aircraft carrier, and I spot that guy after all those years, and just what he looked like then, it was enough, this facial recognition.
Every time you mention that Dustin Hoffman, I
good.
pictured him in that suit coming down an escalator with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is taking him to buy him a suit, and his head just tilted. His head was always tilted to the left or to the right or something coming down there.
Death Spiral, that's what he is, the Death Spiral guy, Phony Seal. I got him on the horn, but I just saw that picture, that young Death Spiral guy, and there you are.
So he's been in there today working on this Phony Seal video and not making excuses. We're not making excuses, just the truth. Life happens. And this guy's coming down here to do this boat lift this week. We have a meeting tomorrow at 1:30. A guy's coming down here, but we just got a lot of shit going on and a lot of stuff that has to take place so that it coincides with getting the boat lift ready. The guy came and dug a trench and has the electricity and the hose and all that stuff, but then we lost power to the garage, so that was a couple of days of trying to figure that out. So just a lot of shit going on. He'll get it done. He'll get it done.
Freeze.
What happened?
If the video is longer than 15 minutes and it goes into 16, 17, 18, it skips about 5 seconds worth of audio, and so the words don't match. And so I've gotten really good.
Even when I'm doing the cooking video, it does that?
No, because you're stopping the camera. But if you go on here for 16 minutes, it's where the video breaks. So you're not on there like that.
Oh.
You're breaking it up, but I don't know how long that was, but I should just set my phone out here as a timer thing. It's all kinds of shit. But then you got to get that, and you got to look for something I say, and then you can see where the audio and the video is, you know. Or,
I'm no good at that.
no, I don't like doing it either, but yeah. And we're about to get some, looks like, I'm not gonna say significant rain or heavy rain, but we're gonna get some rain. And it's coming from the west, sadly. When it comes from the west, it's coming from California, and it hits that bay out there, and it just, something happens to it, just dissipates the shit.
Boy, I tell you, yesterday, I don't know if anybody else saw it. I guess nobody pays attention to Dollywood except me, but Dollywood had a flash flood, and from somebody that was just there, the decorations and the staging that goes on, every few feet, there's a old antique wagon or a red tractor or bales of hay, and it's beautifully landscaped all over the place. And it was showing people trying to get out to the parking lot, which we were just there just a few weeks ago, and the water was waist high, people trying to get their kids out. It was like a mudslide too, trying to get their elderly parents out of there. And then I was just thinking, I said to John last night, everybody's trying to get to their cars. Well, their cars are flooded. I mean, nobody can get in, nobody can get out. It was bad. It was really bad. Poor Dolly.
Need to get an update from Messer, but I
Yeah.
think it's all hands on deck. That isn't gonna slow them down too awful much. You're gonna get that shit cleaned up.
Oh, I don't know. Ooh.
They get it cleaned up.
Tennessee is not known for a lot of things, but it's known for its rock slides and its mudslides. We have terrible mudslides and we have terrible rock slides, but that flash flood was something else 2 days ago. Oh, I know it ain't important to you. We could talk about millet
Oh, don't even get me started.
or hunting.
I am at
That'd be way
a
more
crossroads here on this property. This is almost the 1st of August, and oh my God! But I have backups. I always do. When everything else fails, go to the Jap millet. But my sunflowers are gone, so it's not as bad as that, but it could be easier around here. We just need some moisture.
Oh, shit. A guy called me when I went to get the mail. I got to call him back.
He probably wants his flippin' t-shirt. Come on, guys.
I'm the one that answers the phone. They're the ones that, what do you mean there's no t-shirts? Well, there's no damn t-shirts. And then they'll say, but Don said it's the Blue Jay Fund.
It's like the Waffle House
And
koozies.
I have literally said to people, don't you know by now he's full of shit? That's what I say.
I was just being funny, like the Waffle House koozies, but people still bring that up. I still haven't got my Waffle House koozie. I know they're joking, but
Somebody sent us a bunch of Waffle House koozies, and we had a bunch of Extreme Seal koozies. There were koozies all over this house. Well, our daughter comes down here and gets on us about purging. She says that one day we will be ready to sell this house, and we're just got shit shoved everywhere. So she came down here and she got in the attic, and her husband hauled out bag after bag after bag of shit to throw away. So then me and Don got on the purging bandwagon, and we threw all of our koozies away. And he said the other day, damn, there ain't one freaking koozie in this whole house.
All gone.
We threw them away. We didn't think we'd ever need no koozies.
One filthy one around here somewhere, but we can't keep track of that.
Yep.
All right. I got the dog's dinner thawing.
All right, I'm going to go in there and get this guy straightened out because he asked me to.
But it's not that farmer's dog gruel that they keep in a refrigerator. I love those dog commercials, how happy these dogs are to be eaten. Now, it's because you haven't fed them in a couple of days. They're going to run over to that bowl of biscuits that you're dumping in.
Well, they even sell, it's not the same name brand, but they even have a refrigerated dog food section at Walmart behind glass, and it's long, like them hamburger long rolls. I bought that before, and it made my dogs throw up. Made Moose
can't.
throw up too.
You can't just pull some shit out of
Fresh
that,
Pet or some shit like that.
for the farmer's dog. You can't just pull some shit out of that thing and feed it to that dog. Come on, man. Cut me some kibbles. I'm just particular about my dogs.
I wish you were as particular with me.
I would never trust a person that doesn't give their dog table scraps or just feeds them dry food. What kind of life is that, anyhow?
I can't tell you the times that I've gotten dressed, took a shower, got in the car, got to town,
that dog
and
got
we
bone.
had been talked about going out to eat. We're going to eat. And then he'll just say, after he gets all his shit done, "You want to just go home and have a sandwich?" No, I don't. He says it all the time. Once he gets all his shit, he's over it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go get this guy straightened out. Coda, say hi to everybody. Everybody loves you.
He's a good boy. He's a good somebody's buddy.
We love y'all. We'll get our shit together and we'll see you tomorrow.
If there's anything I can do to substitute to get to the Choppa Arnold Schwarzenegger t-shirt my nephew gave me, I mean, come on, guys. I got people rallying a mutiny on there.
Quit being a bullshitter.